All right, everybody, good morning. It is the 27th, Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2020. It's not something I do often, but today I'm going to cut loose with a rant about Cornholio and the way it's being handled in this particular county here. Got a news flash last night that our county has put the brakes on any further loosening of businesses opening and things, despite the fact the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is has released and loosened the rules and regulations here over the last week. And it's really, I think, going to work a hardship here. The thing I really want to rant about is the amount of disinformation that has been out here since day one about this Cornholio virus. Now, I know it's something that you study in as it unfolds, but I can tell you this. If you're a virologist, somebody that studies viruses, I think a college student could figure out in a laboratory, given the right equipment, whether a virus on a surface or not is contagious, how long it lives, and whatever. Weeks ago, 2 months ago, we were told that Cornholio can live on plastic surfaces, glass, metal for up to 9 days, and then it takes us almost 2 months later to discover that magically Cornholio does not really transmit well on those surfaces. In fact, it doesn't even like to live on those surfaces. Well, just a little bit of the misinformation that's out there. The other big concern of mine is the models that were used. The governor of New York has now backed up and said, I'm sorry, the models were all wrong about rates of infection and things. Well, try telling that to the people that continue to be in lockdown in New York City, that have probably, a lot of them have lost their businesses. Whether they'll ever regain it or not, the figures were a mess. We put up field hospitals. Field hospitals were taking down emergency orders for ventilators and things. I mean, we've had more people affected by seasonal flu, and it's just about reached the breaking point with people's psyche here. It's the big issue here in the county is, and this was reported last night, the number of cases, the number of people being hospitalized is rising. Well, I can tell you a good reason for that. If people would just wear a mask when they go out, we wouldn't have these transmission rates. I can see it in around the hood. In the places I go, that masks are not a thing that people, maybe 50% of the people are wearing masks and 50% of the people aren't. And I think rather than have these ridiculous rules, now we put the brakes on hair salons, nail salons, and other things open here. Why not just make it mandatory that if you're out in public, you must wear a mask? It would go so far to alleviating a lot, I believe, of this transmission and thing. Plus, they're doing more testing, which is uncovering more cases. So, yeah, I am mad about the way that this thing has been consistently mishandled since day one and put our country in a very perilous situation when it comes to businesses. Okay, I know Wall Street's in its own bubble created by all these trillions of dollars that the Fed has used to liquefy bank and investment portfolios, and they've got nowhere to put the money, so they're building up another super bubble. They're in their own Disneyland over there. I can tell you, though, on Main Street, the pain is real, and we certainly saw that evidence with the recent trip to San Francisco. I'll tell you, we better get our heads out of our you-know-what, some of the leadership we have in this country, or we are screwed. Have a good day if you can.